Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving was really nice. Happy Black Friday as well if you celebrate Black Friday or you shop Black Friday or whatever it may be. If you're working Black Friday, I hope you had a really good day because I know how intense and how crazy it can get because I worked retail as well. But for today's video, I wanted to do kind of like a full face first impressions, not like probably not the entire full face, but I have a lot of new products that I've been wanting to use, and this is just, I feel like, the best way to get all the products in one video. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're interested in seeing my full face of first impressions, then please keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to be using is this Goof Proof Brow Pencil. It is from Benefit. If you guys didn't know, I got chosen to be a part of Benefit's Club Pink, which is just a club for beauty vloggers, up-and-coming vloggers pretty much, that are kind of trying to find a way to get into the mix because, you know, it's kind of hard nowadays to become a little bit more popular because there are the top influencers and that's pretty much all people care about. So this is a way to get in with brands and things like that. So this pencil is pretty cool actually. It's kind of like a diamond shape for the pencil. So that's really cool. It's supposed to be like similar to the Honestly Beverly Hills Brow Definer. And this is in shade number 5, by the way, which is the shade that I use in Benefit's brow products. In their Brow, that is my favorite brow pomade. Like that is my favorite, and then ColourPop is my second favorite. Like those two, if I have either one of those, I am a-okay. Like both are pretty affordable. ColourPop obviously is a lot more affordable than Benefit, but nonetheless, those are my favorites. So I'm just gonna fill in my brow and then clean it up, and then I will be right back. But pretty much I'm loving how this feels. It's not too waxy or too like pencil-y, and it's not so large as to where it'll overdraw your eyebrows, which I do anyways, but I have nice control. Oops. Nice control over the pencil, and I love the shade. And this is pretty much just a rough sketch. I can, of course, clean it up if I need to, but this is pretty much it. And this is a pretty natural brow, I will say. Okay, you guys, so now that my eyebrows are on, they're semi-okay. They are, we're just gonna go with it, okay? So I got my November Boxycharm box. I get Boxycharm every single month. Sometimes I show them on my videos, sometimes I don't. But the specific one I really liked. I've loved the last 3 ones, but this is the first one that I'm like really getting around to adding into a specific video. So this one has a Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray, which I'm a little more oily, but it's becoming winter time, so it's getting colder and drier, so my skin is getting drier like you guys. The last 2 to 3 days, my skin has been so dry, like to the touch, like it's just needed that extra moisture. So I've been using more of a lotion than my water gel because my water gel doesn't get it as moisturized. So I need to open up my Vichy Aquila water cream and start using that again because that is what I use in the winter time because my skin gets so parched. So I am going to try this out today and see how I like this. And then there was a Luxie Quad Eye Travel Set, which is just a brush set. There's 4 different brushes that came in this box. And I really like the Luxie Beauty brushes. They're soft. They look like this. They're soft, and they have the like white hair at the end. And then some of these KNC Beauty All Natural Collagen Infused Lip Masks, which I will be putting one on to try it out. And then it came with this Laga Cloud Lips. It's like a big, like a chubby lip pencil. And then this Wink Luxe Killer Palette. And this palette I am so excited about. Look at that. So gorgeous. This gold shade right here. Oh, this shade is an iridescent color. Oh my gosh. I just die. So we're going to be using some of the products out of there. And I'm going to try this KNC lip mask. And just put it on. It says apply to clean lips for 15 to 20 minutes. Recommend to use 2 to 3 times a week, but it's safe to use every day. So I'm going to wipe off my lips. So it comes on a little tray thing, and it's like this jelly. really shouldn't have used this because I'm gonna be talking. You know what? I'm just gonna put some of the gel on it and then leave that there since I'm talking. I'm not the smartest tool in shit, but let's go ahead and prime our lid so we can try out this eyeshadow palette. I have another eyeshadow palette that I want to try out as well, and I will be showing you guys in just a second. And for my lids, I am just using my MAC Prolonged Wear Concealer in the shade NC45. Okay, so along with that Wink palette, Black Radiance sent me this eyeshadow palette right here. This is their Soleil eyeshadow palette. It's the All That Glitters eyeshadow palette. It has 30 shades, including eyeshadows, lip creams, and a highlighter, and for endless types of eyeshadow looks. So it's a really small eyeshadow pan. I'm not sure how much this retails for, but I was so excited when they said they were going to send me some goodies. I was like, yes! So we're going to be using a mixture of both of those. So I'm going to start with the shade Yes, right up here in the top corner. I'm just going to use a Sigma E35 blending brush and just pop this up there. I hate that these pans in this palette though are so small, but this eyeshadow is really pigmented. Look at it. It's blending nice. It looks nice. It's kind of powdery in the pan, but most are. I'm just applying this into the upper crease, and I'm just going to keep building it up until it's at the right amount of pigmentation / saturation that I would like it to be. So now we're going back into the Wink eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take this maroon shade in the middle. It's called Cheshire, and I am going to be using this Luxie Beauty brush. This is the 207T. It's like an angled brush. So I'm going to be using this. I probably should have used this to like contour my nose or something, but I am putting the angled part out here, so it's this way. So it sweeps inward like this. And I have absolutely no idea how this look is gonna turn out. I'm just winging it, you guys. Just winging it. So this video is gonna be super long. So now I'm gonna start taking this in the inner corner and the outer corner to do sort of like that halo eye. This eyeshadow palette is really, really nice, you guys. Most of the eyeshadow palettes that go into the Boxycharms are nice. Like, I usually love the eyeshadow palettes. In Boxycharm, I believe it's $21 a month, and it's way better than Ipsy. You get full-size products, and then you get like up-and-coming brands like this. Killer Palette by Winky Lux is like an up-and-coming brand. I've never heard of them. You get like Cover Effects is a well-known brand. Like, you get a nice mixture of well-known and not well-known. Like, Luxie Beauty is a more like luxurious kind of eyeshadow or eye brush company. Their brushes are really, really soft and nicely made. So I recommend getting a Boxycharm box to everyone. It's just so nice. So now I am going to take this pretty iridescent color. It's called Holographic. It's right here in the corner, and I'm just going to take this on a Luxie Beauty 213T brush and just pop that right into the middle. And this eyeshadow is super pigmented. Super pigmented, which is why I didn't cut the middle with concealer, because you really don't need to. As you can see, that really pops. And now I'm just gonna take more of the purple eyeshadow and just blend the outer and the inner edge. So now for mascara, I'm gonna use the Benefit They're Real mascara. I had a sample of this a while ago and never bought it because I could never afford it because it was always so expensive. But I do like that this has a comb as opposed to a brush, because I have really, really, really curly lashes, and my curly lashes just sometimes don't mix with brushes unless they're a little more spaced out. But this one has a comb, so it's going to separate my lashes and also like comb them out. And we're also lengthening them. But I'm going to take this vanilla shade just because I've been liking highlighting my brow bone lately. It's called Duchess. It's right here at the top. And I'm going to use a Luxie 221 T brush. Tap off the excess and just lightly highlight my brow bone with this brush. It's kind of like a flat definer, but I felt like I needed to highlight it, just kind of separate my brow bone from the crease. And I'll probably add a shimmery one later because it's extra. Alright you guys, so for primer I'm going to be using the Benefit Porefessional primer. I've never had the full size of this, I've only had the travel size. So when I saw this in my little welcome kit from Benefit, I was so excited. So I usually just add it into my cheek area and then the center of my forehead because that's where my pores are the largest. And then I just tap them into my cheek. And then you can just kind of smooth the rest everywhere else. So for foundation, I asked you guys if you wanted to see the Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigments from Dermablend, and you all said yes. So I have no idea what shade I am. I have 72 in, which is a more neutral shade. It looks like this, which no. And then I have 60 in, which is also a neutral shade, but it's a lot lighter. So I might have to mix those two, and then I think 75W is going to be too dark. So these are multi-use liquid pigments. So I assume this is supposed to kind of be like the Marc Jacobs, remember the Remarkable foundation? It's supposed to be similar to that, which I really like that foundation. So I am mixing the two shades pretty much. And it kind of has like a silky texture. And they say the more dots that you put on your face, the more coverage it'll be. So let's just see how it'll be with just like this. It's definitely a foundation that, yeah, it's very similar to the Marc Jacobs foundation. Whereas like, it's really lightweight and like a silky kind of feel, but it also gives a lot of coverage. It's like that, like a pigment, yeah, pretty much. So it's really, really nice, but once again, the shade's a little off. So I am going to take some of 75W, which is a little darker because right now I'm feeling a little like golden yellow. And I'm just going to shake it up because you're supposed to shake it up. And then apply some of this over. And I am going to have extreme coverage today, ladies. Yeah, this is making it a little bit better. Okay, so 75W is a little bit more my shade, so a little more warm too, so gives a little more of like that red look. So I would probably mix 75W and 72 in. Mix those two. I think that would have given me a better shade. But I really like this foundation. I feel like I look like while I'm looking in the mirror, it feels flawless. I don't think this foundation would be really, really well for someone that has more dry skin, unless you're using like a luminizer or a moisturizing primer and like a setting spray. Like I'm going to use the Cover FX setting spray. So we are going to see how both of those turn out. But I'm going to add some more of the darker one, like right down here. So that way it blends into my neck a little better. Since everything else will be pretty much covered up. This is a flawless foundation. Now that I've got my shade a little bit better, This foundation is really, really nice. It is so similar to the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, but less in price-wise, because I think I paid $55 for the Marc Jacobs foundation, and this one I believe is only $40, maybe $38, $40. You can't see any acne scars, so if you have rosacea or acne scars or dark spots or dark under eyes or something like that, this is gonna help cover all of that, and it does not feel cakey, you guys. That is like my biggest thing. Like, I don't like my foundation to look or feel cakey, and this doesn't. Like, I'm really, really liking it. I like this foundation. I like it. It's so hard for me to find like new foundations, but I like this Flawless Creator foundation and multi-use pigments. Like I said, they're glass bottles, so they would be nice if you're a makeup artist, but you have to be really, really careful with them because they're in glass. But like I said, 72N and 75W mixed together gives me a perfect shade. I even like using this one too because it kind of lightens it up, because these two can maybe get a little dark, but those are the two shades. Once again, I hate that we have to mix foundations, but you know, what are you to do? Being a woman of color is so difficult nowadays. I am just going to highlight my face, and I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer today. This is in the shade NC45 as well. Okay, so the reason I sped through that is just because it's pretty typical, pretty simple. I use the same stuff, but for setting powder, I'm going to use the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. I haven't used this, so I'm excited to see how this will turn out. It is a stark white powder, so I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like the RCMA No Color Powder. So I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender and pounce it into the skin as I normally would any other setting powder. And yeah, it's pretty much like the RCMA No Color Powder. It doesn't leave any type of cast or anything like that. And it's a really, really, really silky powder, you guys. Really, really, really silky. Like finely milled. It's like kind of like a baby powder. Like, it's really, really finely milled. Maybe that's part of the reason why it's so, like, why it blends in so well, is because it's so well made. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for a second, and while I contour, oh, I didn't grab anything to contour? What? My contour, I'm just using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. Of course. How do you guys like my Christmas tree? I put it up. I filmed me putting up my Christmas tree, so if you want to see that, let me know, because I don't ever know what you guys will watch and what you guys won't watch, because when I upload like vlogs and stuff, I get like maybe 300 of y'all that watch. So like, I would love to know what y'all want from me. What do you want from me? I don't know. I try to post like different content that's just not makeup, but it seems like my makeup videos are the only ones that get like a good amount, like a good consistent amount of views. So like, I know I have like my 5 ride or dies that watch every single video, comments on every single video. I absolutely love that, and that means the world to me. So I just would like to know what y'all want. So for blush, I'm just gonna use MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Gleeful, just because it kind of matches the color of my eyes. And I'm like a monochromatic girl. Like, I like my blush to be similar or in the same family as my eyeballs. And then for highlighter, I have a new highlighter palette. Sam Marcel Paris reached out to me and they wanted to send me some of their products. One of their not important, but one of their popular products is the Luxurious Highlight Palette, and it looks like this. It's a little bit more on the like fair skin spectrum, but I am going to use Tres Leches, or Tres Chick. I just totally made that up. Tres Leches. I'm going to use Tres Chick to see. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Wow. That's pigmented. And I'm just using this is a Morphe brush. It came out of the iCredible brush set. And this is what I like to use to highlight my cheekbones most of the time. Wow, this is a nice shade. This is a really nice palette if you're a makeup artist. Like, I'm a makeup artist, obviously. I still freelance makeup, so this is a really nice palette to have. You get 6 different shades. The bottom shades are a little bit more rosy, so you get Dior, which is like a champagne shade. Amore, which is like a pinky blush kind of shade, but it's more of a highlighter. Voila is it's a little bit darker than Amore, but still on that pinky shade. And then Tres Leches is a little more bronzy, so for someone my skin tone or tan. And then Cream and Soleil are a little bit lighter, so a little bit more for fair skin clients or something like that. But if you're a working makeup artist, this is a nice palette. It's sturdy, it's got sturdy plastic. You get a mirror at the top, so if you're on the go or you're doing it on yourself or whatever, you have a mirror and you can use it on a bunch of different skin tones. So that's what I like the most, and that's what I'll be mainly using this for, which is clients. But this mirror is huge, like, yes. And I can see all on my face that I'm going to need that moisturizing setting spray because my face is dry. It's dry, y'all. I always feel a little more alive when I highlight my nose. So, like I mentioned, I am going to need some setting spray. So I'm going to use the CoverFX Illuminating Setting Spray. I still can't believe this came in a freaking Boxycharm box. Like, a Boxycharm box. If you spend $21, I think it's $21 or $25 on a Boxycharm box, you get what, 4 to 5 full-size items, and you don't have to spend any money on any products because you're getting a box every single month. Like, that is the best thing. Like, one box I got a MAC brow pencil and a Becca highlighter, and I got like a Dr. Brandt like pore exfoliator. Like, you get some good shit in these boxes, you guys. Like, and y'all know I wouldn't just tell y'all anything. Like, it's awesome. Okay. This spray is like a fine mist. I feel like I need more. Okay, well, I'm gonna put my lashes on. For lashes, I'm gonna use these Cocoa lashes in Demi G, and then I am going to fix my eyebrows and then come back on for lips, which I don't know what I'm gonna use. But look at my cheeks, you guys. Like, it is glowy. Like what? Oh, I forgot to highlight my forehead. Like, what? It's intense. It's intense. Okay, you guys, so I decided not to put on false lashes just to kind of switch it up a little bit because I always put on false eyelashes, and I don't see a lot of people that do look without false eyelash. I keep sneezing everywhere. So I decided to just skip the false lashes for this look. I do feel like the lower lash line is bare. However, I don't know what I want to do to it because I don't know. I'm just gonna put mascara on my lower lash line for right now because I don't know. Let's just see. My bottom lashes look low-key like spiders, but whatever. So NYX also sent me some goodies for like the holiday. Also, NYX's Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday sale is 30% off. They sent the Liquid Lingerie lip set. They also sent over this one. This is a liquid suede, and then they sent over the glitter set. So these are all three sets that are going to be in stores. So I am going to mix some of these like lip colors just because I don't really want to wear one specific color. So I'm going to start by using this Electric Slide color. It might be too pink. Yeah, never mind, it's too pink. So I'm going to actually go into the Liquid Lingerie set, which are some of my favorite liquid lipsticks, especially by NYX. It is my favorite liquid lipstick, but I love these, and these are perfect holiday sets, you guys. So I'm going to mix Beauty Mark with, oh my gosh, Beauty Mark with Embellishment. So Beauty Mark is a little more like mauve-y, a little more like my lip color. The only thing I don't like about these is the smell. I feel like it smells like chemical-y. Did you guys know that NYX was owned by L'Oreal? Like, L'Oreal owns a lot of smaller companies that you wouldn't even suspect, but they do. Like, L'Oreal and Estee Lauder are two of like the big like powerhouses of like cosmetics. But L'Oreal is like bigger than Estee Lauder. So now the beauty mark is on, I'm gonna take Embellish, which is a little lighter. Pretty much focus that in the center. And then the last step in this look, the last and final, I know it's been like the longest video ever, but I'm gonna use this 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. It's just like an eyebrow gel. I don't even have that many eyebrows or hairs, but I'm just gonna put that on there. Just kind of lock it in place. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this full face kind of first impression type video, maybe I can do it once a month. I don't get sent a lot of product, but I still have some product here on my vanity or on my little desk thing that I haven't used, so I can definitely do something like that. But overall, probably my favorite product that I used today was the eyeshadow palette. I was pleasantly surprised just because it's an indie brand and not a lot of people know it, not a lot of people know about it, but the eyeshadows were really, really, really nice. Also, I loved this Sam Marcel highlighting palette. Like, as I'm looking at myself right now, it gives a nice, like, sunny, sun-kissed type glow, but it doesn't look frosty. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the biggest problem with a lot of highlighters for women of colors. They look more frosty than they do golden, and I feel like this gives me the perfect amount of golden. I also love the foundation. Like, looking at my face, I look flawless. The mascara was really nice too. You guys, I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite. I had no complaints with anything that I used. I love the Liquid Lingerie. I've used that multiple times. The Dermablend setting powder was really, really nice. It hasn't left me like a white cast, no flashback or anything like that. Like, it is really, really nice and really like silky, finely milled, so it's going to press into the skin really, really nicely. I didn't over dry my skin, although my skin is really dry, but I love these pigment drops. Like, these, like, I'm going to be using these in the next couple of videos just because my skin looks so good, and now that I see everything, it matches my neck and my chest and everything really, really, really well. Like, everything turned out really nice, you guys. So I recommend everything that I used. I had no problems with any of them. The brow pencil was really nice. The mascara, my lashes look really, really nice for me to not have on any false eyelashes, especially my lower lashes. The setting powder is amazing. The highlighting palette was amazing. Everything was amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will make sure I list everything down below so that way you know what products I use. If I can find a link to the products, I will. Check out Boxycharm because I promise you won't regret it. Like, it's the best subscription box out there. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.